Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the YYW-40 upgrade kit for Legacy Evolution Volcanicus. See Volcanicus behind there. Go ahead and put him off to the side and put these off to the side real quick. Yeah, the box, it's YY-40. Got some Chinese there. You got for ages 0 to 6. You got some outlines there on the sticker. You got a QR code, and it's just a box. Inside will be plastic baggies with the parts. So there you go. No instructions. You have to look online for those or look at this video. Yeah, the parts themselves, you got, well, 2 new forearms, 2 new feet. Yeah, the feet now. The bits that connect to the different, well, legs on Volcanicus. And some filler bits, you know, for figure. That's nice. So, first thing, these are simple ball joints. So, you know, these just plug right in. No problem there. And, yeah, that's one thing. Now, on Volcanicus here, yeah, so the first thing is, yeah, the fillers are for the back of sludge. I'm going to go ahead and take some this sludge out for a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and take sludge here and remove him from everything just to get everything ready to go. Fillers are pretty much for sludge here specifically. So, because, you know, in robot mode in particular, yeah, you got some really obvious bits right here. That's what the filler kit's for. Now, so these filler bits right here are for, well, these pieces, you know, these 4 spots and these these 2 spots right here. To help fill in gaps, right? So there you go. It's pretty straightforward, that. So yeah, they're all on a sprue here, so let's see. Yeah, so it's also 3D printed, so just be careful when you're doing this. Now, yeah, these just kind of just slot in. That's a nice tight fit. There and there. It's a nice tight fit. Doesn't affect the it doesn't affect the posability there at all, which is nice. You got these little bits right here. These are also for those legs. These ones. See, get this. Let's see, these go in. How does this go in again? These go in. Right, goes in like this. Fill that in. Yeah, you can see they're mirrored of each other, so like be mindful of that. Yeah, see, there's because you know you can see the little hole right there, so you want to make sure that these because yeah, you can see how these are shaped, so you want to make sure to insert them in correctly. So again, nice tight fit, and there you go. That's all filled in. It doesn't quite color match. You can see it's not quite the same, but it's pretty close. So there's that. And on the back here, these bits right here. This I'm going to cut a little further away because I'm pretty sure this is how they want you to do things. Let's see. Yeah, this one, I can see where this goes. Okay. Freaking. Actually, this one. Cut this one away first. Right here, yeah. I'm going to cut these nubs away a little bit more. There we go. This one goes up here, and that's goes in like this. Fill in that gap. Again, nice snug, but again, doesn't hinder articulation. And this one is a little bit trickier to tricky just to get into under the sprue. Yeah, well, the rest of that doesn't matter. This one goes in, yeah, right here like this. So you can see there's the kind of curvature, and there's curvature here. This just slides into there, right, like this thing. Actually, I'm going to make sure this thing is completely cut down. Don't want to have that messing everything up. Yeah, just gotta be careful with this. Again, this is 3D printed, so yeah, this will just slot in right here and go. Yeah, this one's a really tight fit, but might have to cut away more of that or something. I don't know, but yeah, they'll have to do. Yeah, so there's that, and that fills all it in, and everything should still work. Just pop that off, but yeah. Transformation wise, he should still work in all modes. Should, but fortunately, that piece right there did not go in all the way, so I might have to do something about that. That's a bit of a problem. That's going to be a bit of a problem for me, so I've got to figure out that one, because that piece should have gone in further than it did. But yeah, that should still work, but yeah, I'm going to have to, that piece should have gone further and further. Might have been needed, might be a little too long was the thing, but I'll figure that one out later. But yeah, that piece I'll need to fix, but and that, yeah, it should still all work. And yeah, I'm just going to get everything ready for combined mode. Yeah, get the combined mode all ready again, and we'll come back to it. Okay, yeah, I fixed that a little bit too. I just was able to get that a little bit in further. I had to pull it back out and grind it down a bit, but hey, I got it to work. So that's that part might you have to be careful with, but I was able to get it to fit more or less better. But yeah, the rest of this stuff, right here, like Grimlock here, you can see what you do here with this is, you have to pull this bit off, and then right here you can see this little like eye-shaped tab, and these two pegs will go up into here like this. Just kind of give it a little squeeze. It fits right in like so. And with Snarl on the other foot, you can see, there's this, again, the eye-shaped tab plus this other tab, and those line up with this, and like so. And those are there, and then you can peg that back together. That. Now and this right here, you want to take this piece, and there's peg holes in the back. You just go ahead and peg that right there like that. And now he's got actual feet. And for the arms, what you want to do is, of course, take this hand and just toss it to the side. Here you're going to have to take this and transform it back a little bit. So first thing is you want to take this, unpeg this, rotate this around. This leg, you want to untap the legs and then bring this one back. And this one, you want to rotate at the ball joint so it looks like this, right? And then, bring this one up and then transform it back to how you have it in leg mode. Right, and this deuce leg, you want to go ahead and just bring it back up and like this, and just kind of like that, just get that out of the way. Now here, this right here, this piece right here, the smaller one, will then slot in here. There's multiple tabs and stuff that will go into little slots and whatnot on this, filling that in and giving you a much better arm overall. And then you can peg that in. So now that looks a lot better in general. And then for Swoop, again, take that hand, and then pretty much you just take him back pretty much all the way to pterodactyl mode. You want to take that and put them pretty much into pterodactyl mode, except put those back and then, kind of fold those up. And then actually before you fully tab these in, you want to have them untabbed. You want to spread them out a little bit, because right here, make sure to do this right. I believe the pictures are online show this incorrectly. So you see this arm, you want this little bit right here, you want it oriented like this with the angled bit right here, like this. And this will just kind of fill in right here. You can bring the legs together like that, and then go ahead and tab them in right here. Lock it all in place and close that up and tab the arms in and everything like so. Make sure this is still out. And there you go. Bring that back in, and there you go. There's the upgrade kit all attached. And yeah, this helps a lot. It's one of those things where it's like, I did not realize how much this would help until I actually, put it on for the first time, except for the filler pieces. Yeah. This helps tremendously with how he looks. Like, tremendously. And particularly my biggest complaint, which is the arms. The arms, I'd always had a problem with those. And yeah, I saw it coming from a mile away. But yeah, adds more articulation and just generally improves his just overall proportions better enough. Yeah, because before he looked a little squat. Now, because of the feet, he looks a little better in general. He just generally looks better. It's a much better combiner with these bits, which makes me, this is one of the reasons, because they're just pegged in so, the feet are able to plug in so easily. This is what makes people suspect that, Hasbro and Takara might be doing something extra for the Dino King revision. A lot of the articulation is still the same. You do have the back end is now filled in a little bit, which is nice. The backside is a little filled in, which is, for some people that's more important than others. I don't really mind either way. I'm one of those people who don't really care about stuff like that, but if you do, that's probably a big deal for you. But now on this arm, you have this, this is pretty well situated. The thing is, you lose this bicep swivel, but now because you're using this ball joint instead, you can, this ball joint instead, you now have that as your swivel, and you have that free range of movement there. You got full elbow. His hand, the hand is not articulate. The fingers aren't articulated, but he does have a wrist swivel on. Well, it's a ball jointed wrist, so you have swivel and kind of the around and everything. All that stuff is there. The only thing on this arm in particular is sometimes the arm can be a little persnickety, just because now you're kind of bumping into itself. But it's not too terrible, and it's easy to deal with. And yeah. The arm's a little kind of odd looking now from the side, but it's not too bad. On this side, well, yeah, again, because you got rid of all this stuff and this is folded up. Now, again, this is now a ball joint, which means you got, the full curl and also side to side and everything. And the hand is also on a ball joint. So rotation and waggle and all that stuff. And this one, really enough, has this also, because I don't know if it's something with the parts they use, this one kind of going in and out a bit too. Yeah. Generally looks way better. This helps a lot, particularly posability and just overall, particularly the arms just look better. Again, the grays don't quite match. You can see, this is much more shiny compared to this, but it's close enough that at a distance it's not too bad. And also down here, I still have the normal leg articulation, but now you have ball joints at the ankle, so you have tilts and forward and back and side to side and all that stuff, which is real nice. It helps a huge amount. And they plug in fairly solidly, surprisingly. They also unplug fairly solidly. They unplug very easily, but they also plug in fairly solidly. I was surprised how easily. I was worried about that a little bit. I was worried about loose fitting bits, but no. If anything, some of them, particularly fillers, might fit a little too tight. Yeah. So now he can actually, assume a proper A stance and everything. And look good, and yeah, he just can look so much better. He can pose so much better, and everything just works great. And these hands can actually, they're mostly 5mm compatible. This, for example, is a Fall of Cybertron Grimlock sword, which they, I believe, if I recall, they upscaled a bit for the Generation Selects Volcanicus and whatnot. And that paint thing has been KO'd a bajillion times. And there's another upgrade kit that's coming out with like very similar feet and whatnot. They're doing the forearms a bit differently and stuff, but it comes with a couple of these swords, which, yeah, okay, whatever. You can hold it, but it's a little loose. It's not quite 5mm. It feels like it's like 5.2mm or something. So It's a little loose, but you know, it holds it well enough for posing. But yeah, it's not super solid. This is another test fit. Here's Earthrise Optimus's rifle. Yeah, it's also a little loose, but yeah, it could be a little pistol thing. Yeah, so it's a little looser than I like on the holding the weapons, but it's not so loose that's gonna, for the most normal posing, it's not gonna fall out or anything. So there you go. The other kit, which it seems like a big thing I saw, which I thought was, I can't remember what it's called, but it's another third-party kit out there. It was like 3D printed, which the big thing is like adds like, I know swoops. It also, I think it says also fill parts, but also adds like swoops, missiles, which he often has. This one does not, that sort of thing. But it largely does the same sort of thing. I'm not sure what they do. They do pretty much the same thing on this side, but this side I have no idea what they're doing. It's something different, that's for sure. And it comes with the swords, but yeah, it's one of those things that's probably going to cost a bit extra. This kit costs about $30 on like eBay and whatnot. It costs about $30 plus, might be shipping, might not, tax and all that stuff. Shipping, if you buy from a China seller from China and based in China, shipping is usually going to be free, and you'll get tax and whatever from eBay, and yeah. So it's going to cost about $30 or so. Which, you go, it's a $72 combiner, now it's a $102 combiner. Not a huge problem, mind you, but just something to be aware of. And, yeah. If you found the arms and stuff lacking and the lack of feet, annoyed by the lack of feet, good news. This does fix those and it looks good doing so. And now it's pretty much actually fully compatible. I mean, the old hands, they could, wield this stuff, but it's like, these hands sucked. And one thing I actually forgot to mention, which I totally noticed when I was messing with this kit, was these hands are actually not the same size. One hand is actually bigger than the other on the default. On the default, one hand is actually bigger than the other. Whoops. Someone screwed up there. But yeah, overall, this kit, really nice. The only thing to watch out for is with the filler parts, which are totally optional. One of them in particular really a little too snug, and you might have to sand it down a bit and whatnot. Or in my case, I had to cut down a huge chunk of that middle piece to make it work. But other than that, it's a fairly good kit. Works really well. I like it, and it's only $30, so it's not bad in that regard either. So yeah, very much improves Volcanic. It takes Volcanicus and makes him much better. And our combiner already liked generally, and makes him even better. So yeah, highly recommend this kit if you're getting Volcanicus for sure. I mean, the other kit might be more up your alley if but this one will probably be cheaper overall, and yeah, it gets the job done. So there you go. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.